Hi there, it's time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast. This is a shorter version of a podcast we just did with Don Bleeker of the Capitol 2 Theaters in Newton. And I am in a esteemed room here at the Capitol Theater. This is Joy's room. And Don, Joy is just absolutely wonderful. If you're watching this and you're not familiar with Joy the Mini Pig, this is something that's very unique to Newton, Iowa, that Don brings Joy to the theater, and the motto for the theater is where every movie brings out joy. Now, I don't know whether it's every movie, but it's a lot of movies that bring out joy. How did you initially get to know Joy? How did you find Joy, and did you always have a love for mini pigs?
Yeah, so kind of like people would collect like dogs, cats, or they had their favorite thing. Well, when I was little, I loved pigs. My grandpa had a pig farm, and I think I just fell in love with them.
Oh, that's
And
great.
then when I was in high school, I said I want a pet pig, because that's when they came over to the United States, and it was becoming a thing. So my husband knew that going in.
Okay.
To dating and stuff. And of course, when we were dating, it's like, oh yeah, you can have a pig.
Oh, that's neat.
But then when we finally got down to looking into it, most towns don't allow pet pigs in their city. So we had to go to the city council and ask. First they said no. We came back with a new plan, and then they said yes. And so Joy actually came from Texas. She came on an airplane from a breeder. At that time, we were unfamiliar with a lot of rescues. And actually, I think about 13 or so years ago, it was kind of the comeback of the mini pigs, because there's a lot around now, and I help out rescues and other people that are pig owners. So we got Joy in April of 2012. We bought the theater in October of 2012, and we had this little baby pig that I didn't want to leave home all the time, because we had a lot of hours here at the theater. So I just brought her with. And then what then happened was somebody complained because there was a pig in the theater. And so anyway, we were told we couldn't have her, but then actually we went out and got a variance, a special variance, because Joy is just in this room. So when we're open to the public, she has her own dressing room. I'm allowed to bring somebody in with her, and then the rule is they have to wash their hands. I don't always do that, though, because this dressing room is Joy's space, and I like to give her that space. But many times when it's nice out, I'll take her outside in front of the theater and have her do tricks for the kids or adults.
Sure.
And then they have a chance to pet her. And now we have people from all over come and see her. We have people from Pennsylvania, Colorado, New York, Minnesota. And
she's famous.
We have, yeah. Well, she a little bit. So she's on the Roadside America app, and people put points of interest, and so you can, as you're traveling, you can look on that, and then Newton will show up, and so that's how people started coming. Because I'm like, how do you know there's a live pig here? Well, someone must have made a comment. So.
Well, she's wonderful, and I know that during the podcast you were giving her treats all the time, and now
many treats.
She's rooting around for some right now. She's wanting some, but she looks so great in her Santa costume. That is just absolutely. Did you make that, Don, or did you get that someplace?
This one is actually a dog one. A lot of her clothes I have, though, I have somebody from Florida make them. Her company's name is Snort Life, which so she has clothes custom made for her. So we just had a Moana dress made for her. So it's kind of, we have fun with it.
Well, that's good. And Joy is 13. It'll be 14 in February. Is that right?
Actually, she'll be 13 in February.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep, 13. Yeah. And we've had her since she was 5.5 weeks, or 7.5 weeks old.
And what tricks does she do?
So she does your basic sit, shake, spin. She'll also go through a hula hoop. She takes puzzle pieces out. She'll ring a bell, blow a bike horn, take rings off a baby toy and put them back on. And then she just knows a lot of commands. She just from even up, down, leave it.
Yeah. She's pretty smart.
Joy.
That's for sure. She's looking around for, she wants some Quaker Oats.
She does.
Nothing is better for Joy than Quaker Oats.
And
right?
I usually put these in, there's sunflower seeds in here too. I usually
okay.
put these in a little like dog toy, so she roots. Yeah, so you have to push it around. Joy, will you shake? Will you shake?
Is she gonna
shake?
Is she gonna shake? Does she shake paws or hooves or whatever you call
Joy,
it?
shake, shake. That's a little shake.
Aw, that's so sweet. So you have to give her a treat for that.
Yeah.
Show us the Christmas ornament that you have that you're selling here at the Capitol Theater.
Yeah, so we're probably going to start taking pre-orders for this. They're not going to be ready until after the first of the year. But I wanted, a lot of times, people will want to have something of Joy. And so I thought this would be fun. But it's a little replica Joy ornament. And on the front, it says Joy. And she actually has this outfit. That was like one of her first outfits ever made, a little usher outfit. And then on the back, it says Capitol 2 Theater, Newton, Iowa. And so, yeah, I hope we have them in time for her birthday in February. But we're going to just have limited ornaments made. And we won't be reordering, so it'll kind of be like a kind of a one and done type of a thing. But I'll probably start taking pre-orders here once.
Okay.
I just got this 2 days ago, so it's very new.
Well, I got to wrap this up here real quick because we try to make these videos shorter than the longer podcasts. But first of all, what do you have showing here at the Capitol Theater for holiday movie fair?
Sure. So starting tonight, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and we have Mufasa, the Lion King.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you for letting us talk to you and Joy here today. And Joy is here much of the time. What percentage of the time would you say when the theater's open that you can see Joy anyway?
Well, she's usually here more. Friday night, she's usually always here. And a lot of times Sundays, but it kind of depends. This winter, as it gets colder out, we kind of scale it back.
Sure.
She doesn't want to be outside.
You bet.
And but weekends usually I try to have her here.
Okay.
When we have free movies, she's always here, aren't you? Are you always here? Yeah,
she is so
it.
cute.
Yeah.
She really is. Well, Dawn, thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you, Timmy.